What is going on, everybody? It's your boy. My name's Brian. I like taking pictures, and we're back again with another video. Just want to give a quick thank you to everyone for showing support on my last few videos. It means a lot. This video is going to be a bit different. We're not doing album covers this week. This week we're going to be doing movie posters. This will be a fun one for myself. I'm a lover of movies. I'm expecting this to be a bit harder than doing the album covers because movie posters I find tend to be a bit more complicated. There's a lot of different variations. With an album cover there's really just one cover. Maybe there's two if there's a deluxe version. But with movie posters there's usually a bunch of different variations. So I just tried to go with whichever one I thought looked the coolest or just whatever was the most famous or most iconic. Alright, so the first cover we're going to be remaking is Reservoir Dogs. Yeah, so like I was saying, there's a ton of different posters for this movie. Specifically, we're going to be doing the Every Dog Has His Day poster. There's a lot of different posters for this film, but I chose this one because it was one of the more simple ones. It doesn't have the entire cast, just for the characters. And I thought it was also one of the more visually interesting ones. I thought it looked pretty cool, just the colors and the blood and everything. It seems a bit easier than some of the other ones because there's only 4 characters. I'll only have to take 4 pictures instead of like 6 or 7 if I did the full poster. I don't think this one will be super hard. They're just on a blank background, so it's really all just about the costumes, the posing, and the lighting. The setting really doesn't matter at all here. I don't think I have a black suit at all, but I think I can just wear a different suit and then Photoshop it, so that shouldn't be a problem. Same thing with the glasses and the hair. I'll just have to change the color in post. Alright, let's give this one a shot. Alright, here's our Reservoir Dogs setup. We got a white backdrop here, light here, and the camera over there, kind of hard to see. I'm gonna end up removing myself from this white background anyway, but since I'm putting myself onto another white background, it'll just look cleaner to shoot it on a white background. Yeah, obviously I'm one person, so I'm gonna have to shoot 4 separate pictures and combine them, so the previews really aren't gonna help that much. I'm just gonna have to do most of the work in post, but it is what it is. You may be noticing this is not a black suit with a white shirt and a black tie and black glasses, because I don't actually have any of those. So I'm wearing my dad's brown suit actually, and I'm just gonna have to Photoshop all the colors. So like I said, a lot of work to be done in post, but let's get into it. Alright, so we're just gonna go left to right here. So we're gonna start out with Mr. Orange. Putting my hair to the side, his is kind of to the side, something like that. Man, my tie is too fat. They have skinny ties. It is what it is, I guess. Alright, I guess I'll just take one and see how it's looking. God, that looks terrible. I'm looking a bit too far to the side here. Please don't suck. Whatever, I don't care, I'm just gonna use that. Alright, next up we're gonna be doing Mr. Blonde. Got my hair put back for this one. It's not exactly like his, but it's whatever. So he's kind of mid-step here. Oh, I know that was horrible. I already know that's horrible. Yeah, that was decent actually. It's not perfect, but I'm too lazy to do anymore, so I'm just gonna move on. Alright, next we're gonna be doing Mr. Pink. Let's keep the hair back for this one. I don't have any facial hair, but it's whatever. He looks so awkward in this picture. I don't even know why. It's just like this. Not perfect. This jacket fits horribly because I'm a small boy. Gotta kind of leave it a bit more open. Yeah, that'll work, I guess. It's whatever. I'm straight up not gonna have a good time editing this. Alright, lastly we're gonna be doing Mr. White.
Jesse.
Not that Mr. White. Oh, he's actually got his jacket buttoned. He's the only one that has it buttoned. It's got hand fully in the pocket. Yeah, that's whatever. It's decent, I'll take it. I've learned from doing these that no matter how hard I try, it's never actually gonna look like it, so I just have to accept that. Alright, so the next cover we're going to be doing now is Scarface. There's less variations with this poster than there was with Reservoir Dogs, but I'm going to be doing the original poster. Most of the posters are basically the same except the text has changed. There's some that have like him in a different pose also, but I'm just going to be going with this one since it's the original and the most iconic one. Similar to the Reservoir Dogs one, this one's going to rely heavily on post-production. Really, I just need to wear a suit and kind of get this pose right. The whole background's going to get changed and added later. All the colors are going to get changed later, so it's really all about the pose here. Alright, well let's see how we do. Alright, here's our setup for Scarface. Basically the exact same thing as the Reservoir Dogs one. Still got the white backdrop, the same suit, just no more tie. But this time the light is moved onto the opposite side. Again, most of the work here is going to be done in Photoshop, so it's not going to look very close until that's done. So all I'm worried about here is the posing, not much else. Yeah, that's about it. Let's get into it. Alright, his feet aren't in the picture, so I don't have to stand as far back. Facing towards the shadow side. Give it a try, see how it looks. Please be somewhat close. Turn too far. He's facing a bit more center. He's looking a bit lower as well. Nah, my arms are definitely way too bent here. He's leaning forward. Okay, I see now. He's just leaning forward. I think I can do better. But I also don't want to do this all day, so I'll give it a couple more tries. Whatever, I'll just go with it. I'll make it work somehow, I'll figure it out. Alright, so the last cover we're going to be doing today is for Shawshank Redemption. This is the cover we're going to be doing. Again, there's a lot of different posters for this movie, but this one's definitely the most iconic one. So there's a ton of rain in this picture. It's not raining out, and I don't really have like a sprinkler or anything to really simulate this rain, so I'm gonna add that all in post, even though I know not gonna end up looking good, but I'll give it a shot. He's wearing these old-timey prison clothes, like I believe it's like a blue shirt and brown pants, which I think I have. He's kind of standing in darkness, and there's this bright orange light that is lighting up the rain and him. So just gonna try and do my best to simulate that. Also, his shirt is kind of blowing in the wind, so I'll maybe try and use a fan or something to simulate that, but see how it goes. Alright, here's our setup for Shawshank. This is probably gonna be the hardest one of the three, honestly. We got a black backdrop here. We have some tungsten lights here and a daylight light over here. Oh, also got a fan on the floor here. Yeah, just like the last two, the previews are not going to be of much help. It's going to be a lot done in post. Just kind of worried about this pose and getting the shirt looking right. Alright, let's get started. This audio is going to be absolutely unusable because of the fan, so I'll turn it off after each picture just to sort of say what I think about it. Yeah, that shirt's not perfect for sure. I don't even know what's the best way to angle the fan. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, that's even worse. Okay. It's gonna be even harder than I thought just because of the shirt. That was not terrible. But it's like the top part by my shoulders is staying like attached to where my back is. I do not know why. Maybe I have to like push it off my shoulders or something. I'll try that. Nah, that sucks too. Oh man. Yeah, I straight up don't even know what to do now. I mean, the pose besides that isn't bad. It's just this shirt. Alright, off camera, I just tried to use a piece of tape to kind of hold it up, and I also tried to use a light stand and putting that under my shirt to hold it up, but neither of them worked. I don't know, I guess it might just be the shirt, but I'm just gonna try to make one of the ones I already took work. And if it doesn't, well, it's whatever, I guess. Alright, we're done taking all the pictures. They're all edited. It's time to take a look at them. So, going into this, I thought it was going to be a bit more difficult doing these movie posters than it was with the album covers. And boy, was I right. Certainly not my best work. I'm really not looking forward to showing any of these, but it is what it is. Maybe you can still get some enjoyment out of how horrible these look, but let's get into the first one. Alright, so up first we're going to be looking at Reservoir Dogs. Here are the two posters. Yeah, it's super simple, but I still managed to do a terrible job. Just looking at it right away, I can tell that the perspective is kind of off. When I took my pictures, the camera was way closer to me than the camera was to them in this actual one, and I know this is just taken from an actual scene of the movie. I feel like I look more like what's the guy's name from The Matrix? I feel like that's what all the different me's look like here. I tried to match like my hairstyles, and then I painted them black. I changed the color of all the clothes, and I feel like all that stuff turned out fine, but there's something that still just feels off about it. I don't know, I feel like I simultaneously look bigger and smaller than them. Maybe because I'm short, so to make myself match their sizes, the me's are too big. Also, like the resolution of my pictures, I feel like we're like too high to match, and I tried to lower it, but it still just doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't look like it fits for some reason. Poses are okay, just looks weird. The lighting and the perspective just didn't match perfectly, and not even perfectly, they didn't match at all, but no matter how much you edit it, you can't really change those. You just have to get that right in camera. Guess let me know what you guys think. You don't have to be nice. You can tell me that these are trash. It's okay. Alright, next up we got Scarface. This was the one of the 3 that didn't turn out terrible, so it's better than 0 for 3. Yeah, I feel like the whole just straight black and white thing turned out pretty well. If anything, I made the edges too clean, because they're a bit more kind of jagged on the original, or maybe I just have a low resolution version. There are some slight differences for sure. You can see with this shirt, his collar kind of sticks out, mine doesn't. His hair is darker. I guess I could have made it darker like I did with the Reservoir Dogs one, but I didn't, so. Yeah, I didn't have any type of gun to hold, so I just drew one in Photoshop, and it turned out pretty well. Basically just traced the original one. Pose is decent actually. It's not 100% perfect, but it's pretty hard to 100% match a pose. His arm's a bit more straight, mine goes a little bit out. I think his eyes are looking a bit more straight, mine are a bit more to the side. His other hand's more of a fist, my hand's kind of open. Also noticing his suit, his jacket isn't as open. You can at least kind of see the top of his shirt. Or mine, that's a deep V right there. Yeah, and then with his face and his hands, it's kind of, they're like super grainy in the original one, so I added some grain and like did a little bit of brushing on there to try and make it look a bit more like that. Yeah, it wasn't perfect, but I'm pretty happy with this one overall, especially compared to the other 2. Alright, unfortunately it's time to move on to the last and worst one. Alright, last and certainly least, we have Shawshank Redemption. Certainly not my best work here. Definitely the worst of the 3. I don't know why I thought I was going to be able to just Photoshop in some rain and make this look not terrible. But surprise, surprise, it looks terrible. I didn't want to get the clothes all wet because it was my dad's clothes, not mine. I could have at least made my hair wet, but I didn't. I mean, color-wise, the colors are okay, I guess. The orange. I made some gradients that I put under myself. I also couldn't get the shirt to kind of blow back like that. I tried a couple different ways, but none of them seemed to work out. The pose isn't even right either. I'm standing too sideways. You can also clearly tell that I'm photoshopped into the background here. Yeah, it was a pretty bad Photoshop job. Yeah, not much else to say with this one other than that it's a complete abomination. Feel free to roast me for this one and the other ones in the comments. It's understandable. Unfortunately, that's gonna do it for this video. Apologies for wasting your time with this garbage. What else? Let me know what you guys think of these images. I'll probably be doing another movie posters video, so let me know if there's any specific posters you want me to redo. Also, my next video I'm going to be recreating famous paintings, so if there's any specific paintings you want me to recreate, just not like some abstract things or something, paintings that involve people, because I'm going to be taking pictures of myself. So yeah, let me know. Just let me know what you guys want to see from the channel. If there's anything else you want me to recreate besides anything I mentioned, I'd be down for anything. If you want to see how I make some of my original things, I'll probably make some of those videos soon. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a fat like on this video if you can. I would appreciate it. You know, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, share the video, show this video to your grandma, and show it to your mailman, to whoever. But yeah, that about does it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you're all doing well. I'll see you in the next one.